Across the world, different types of aircrafts fly the skies from dusk to dawn. For decades now, the layman has failed to understand how these gigantic metallic birds ably fly the skies without dropping down unless through accidental human error.
Oscar Echo Airborne at 40 with 9 on board.
Okay, is it okay with you if I make a right-hand turn?
Oh my god, no!
What you've just watched is a typical accident situation that was very common in the aviation industry during the 1930s and towards the 1950s. By then, technology was not as advanced as it is today. We now live in a more digitized world. Computers, mobile phones, car alarm systems, and lately, e-ticketing. Because of this revolution world over, air transport has been ranked the safest and most reliable mode of transport, thanks to these highly skilled and professional young men and women who control air traffic. During this video, we go behind the scenes to discover who an air traffic controller is.
Kwa ajili ya usalama wako, funga mkanda, ingiza kifungio kama hivi, uvute sawa sawa na kufungua, inua kifungio kama hivi. Mkanda wa kiti unatakiwa kuwa umefungwa wakati wote wa safari.
Air traffic controllers are persons who operate the air traffic control system to expedite and maintain a safe and orderly flow of air traffic and help prevent mid-air collisions.
Zanzibar QBI instrument restricted.
Time for Qatar.
Yeah, give him 2 hours.
They apply separation rules to keep each aircraft apart from others in their area of responsibility and move all aircraft efficiently through their airspace and on to the next. Because controllers have a demonstrably large responsibility while on duty, the air traffic control profession is often regarded as one of the most difficult jobs today and can be notoriously stressful.
So as a controller, one is supposed to give services to air traffic, to aircraft for the purpose of avoiding collision between aircraft in there and aircraft and other obstacles on the ground. That is the basic function of any controller.
Air traffic controllers are generally individuals with excellent memory and spatial awareness, are quick with numeric computational skills, are assertive but calm under pressure and are able to follow and apply rules yet be flexible when necessary.
Huduma za uongozaji inajumuisha kuhakikisha kuwa ndege zinatua na zinaondoka kiusalama, hazigongani wala hazikaribii ndege zingine.
Almost universally, trainee controllers begin work in their 20s and retire in their 50s. Rigid physical and psychological tests and excellent vision, hearing, speaking skills are a requirement, and controllers must take precautions to remain healthy and avoid certain medications that are banned for controllers.
A trainee should be able to be medically fit. This applies most in all jobs, but it's more critical in air traffic control. And they look for certain areas of fitness.
Most training focuses on honing the ability to absorb data quickly from a variety of sources and to use this to visualize in time and space the position of each aircraft under control and to project this forward into the near future. Maintaining a constantly moving visual scan among all aircraft under one's control without fixating on the particular situation is how controllers help maintain this overall fleet. This is then used to make relatively simple rule-based decisions very quickly and accurately to keep aircraft separated in the sky while moving traffic as expeditiously as possible and presenting the traffic in an orderly and useful manner to the next sector.
The airspace is more safe with the controllers in the air and with the advanced technology. So we increase the safety, the clearances they give, and the separation of the aircraft from one point to another. If it wasn't for the controllers, how do you know which aircraft is where? Maybe I have to hear it, maybe it could be too late.
Air traffic controller is a person who is responsible for taking care of all the aircrafts while flying and while on the ground. During the taxiing, the period whereby the aircraft starts from the apron to a position whereby it starts the movement for the purpose of taking off. So he or she is responsible for preventing the collisions of the aircraft while flying in air, from aircraft to aircraft, and also preventing the collision of aircraft while taxiing on the ground, aircraft with maybe another thing like a vehicle or other thing which can cross, basically anything which can endanger the safety of the aircraft while on ground.
Communication is a vital part of the job. Controllers are trained to precisely focus on the exact words pilots and other controllers speak, because a single misunderstanding about an altitude level or runway number, for example, can result in tragedy.
Runway 011 is requesting runway 23 available, please.
Bandera 011, stand by for runway 23.
Controllers communicate with the pilots of aircrafts using a push-to-talk radio telephony system, which has many attendant issues, such as the fact that only one transmission can be made on a frequency at a time. All transmissions will merge together and be unreadable. Although local languages are sometimes used in air traffic control communications, the default language of aviation worldwide is English.
Present 430 Tower, good afternoon, go ahead.
Air 430 requesting taxi, we are approaching from board.
Controllers who do not speak this as a first language are generally expected to show a certain minimum level of competency with the language. Teamwork plays a major role in a controller's job, not only with other controllers and air traffic staff, but with pilots, engineers, and managers. Area controllers are responsible for the safety of aircrafts at higher altitudes in the en route phase of their flight.
The job of someone sitting at area control center is to coordinate the traffic with the neighboring flight information regions That's what we call the neighboring centers. That is Nairobi, Entebbe, Kinshasa, Bujumbura, Mozambique, around the country. And to ensure that all traffic, be it departing from or overflying our airspace, are provided with the requisite separation so as to ensure maximum safety and comfort to the passengers. But also the
area controllers work in area control centers, controlling high-level en route aircraft, or terminal control centers, controlling aircraft at medium levels climbing and descending from major groups of airports. Civilian air traffic controllers licensing is standardized by international agreement through the international civil aviation organizations. In Tanzania, the Tanzania Civil Aviation Authority operates a traffic control school and provides air traffic services in the country. This air traffic control school trains student controllers to the standards required to hold an air traffic control license, which will contain one or more ratings.
Kwa mujibu wa sharia ya Tanzania, lazima wawe wamepita masomo ambayo inaidhinishwa na mamlaka, wanafanywa usaili na mamlaka, alafu wakipita wanafanywa usaili ya vitendo kwenye kituo. Wakipita hapo ndio wanapewa leseni ili waweze kufanya kazi bila kusimamiwa na mtu mwingine.
Controllers may train in several similar specialties like tower, ground controlled approach, terminal radar control, and en route control.
License is a standard, is a requirement by ATCO through the Annex 1 specifications. No one controls aircraft in Tanzania without being licensed.
Except at quieter airports, air traffic control is a 24-hour, 365 days a year job. Therefore, controllers usually work rotating shifts, including nights, weekends, and public holidays.
Katika uongozaji ndege, hakuna kulala. Ndege zinapita masaa 24 kwenye anga Tanzania. Zina operate masaa 24 kwenye viwanja vya ndege ya Zanzibar, Kilimanjaro, Dar es Salaam na pengine Mwanza. Kwa hivyo wafanyakazi wote pamoja na ongoza ndege wamegawiwa kwenye shift. Anayofanya asubuhi anakuja siku ya pili yake mchana, anakuja siku ya tatu usiku, alafu anapumzika siku mbili. Kwa hivyo kila wakati utakuta watu fresh wameingia.
In many countries, the structure of controllers' shift patterns is regulated to allow for adequate time off. Research has shown that where controllers remain in position for more than 2 hours, even at low traffic levels, performance can deteriorate rapidly.
Hii kazi inapaswa ifanyike wakati wote wa siku, mchana na usiku. Ndege zinaendelea kuruka. Sasa wakati mwingine hata kuchanganyika na watoto wako unashindwa, kwa sababu watoto wakiwa wako shuleni, wewe ndio unapumzika nyumbani. Watoto wanafika nyumbani, wewe unaotoka kwenda kazini. Si hivyo tu, hata majirani zako, kuna shughuli za harusi, shughuli za msiba, unatakiwa kwenda kazini wakati wenzio wanakusanyika kwenda kwenye harusi. Kidogo hapo tunakutana na wakati mgumu, lakini ni hali ambayo tumeizoea kwa miaka mingi, na hata majirani baada ya muda wanazoea, wanajua ndio kazi yako ilivyo.
The Vision 80 Precision 405 Mwanza Dar 0950.
Many national regulations, therefore, feature a 2-hour limit on time spent controlling without a break, in addition to controls on length of shifts, number of night shifts done consecutively, length of time off required between shifts, and so on.
We are trying to change most of this old equipment or aging equipment to the up-to-date equipments, so that at least we go with time.
Despite years of effort and the billions of dollars that have been spent on computer software designed to assist air traffic control, success has been largely limited to improving the tools at the disposal of the controllers, such as computer-enhanced radar.
Na nashukuru miaka mitatu nyuma hiyo, serikali ya Tanzania imegharamia na imetupatia reda ambayo ipo hapa Mwalimu Julius Nyerere International Airport, na huduma yake inatusaidia sana. Huduma ya reda inasaidia, inarahisisha kazi, na kutoka ongezeko la ndege tunaweza kusema inahakikisha usalama wa anga Tanzania.
It is likely that in the next few decades, future technology will make the controller more of a system manager, overseeing decisions by automated systems and manually intervening to resolve situations not handled well by the computers, rather than being automated out of existence altogether.
Kuna vifaa vya mawasiliano ambazo zinamwezesha mwongoza ndege kuzungumza na rubani, na rubani azungumza na mwongoza ndege popote huko alipopita kwenye anga Tanzania, na vifaa vya mawasiliano inamwezesha mwongoza ndege kuzungumza na nchi za jirani pamoja na station au vituo vya kuongoza ndege vilivyokuwa Tanzania. Hivyo tunavyo vifaa tunatumia kwa sasa hivi kuzungumza na nchi jirani, inatumia satellite, na tunazungumza na nchi za SADC zote zilikuwa jirani na Tanzania, na karibuni tutaweka kifaa kingine itatuwezesha kuzungumza na majirani yetu waliokuwa kaskazini.
However, there are problems envisaged with technology that normally takes the controller out of the decision loop but requires the controller to step back in to control exceptional situations.
Understand clearly level 220 team.
Well, what I would like to give to assure the flying public is we are trying our level best to ensure that safety is never compromised in the provision of air traffic control services. In fact, one of the key target areas or result areas by which our performance is measured is to reduce incidents relating to air traffic, so that you have either no incident for a whole year, or the incident is less than 1 per 10,000 movements of aircraft. And we are thankful that this year we are going to reach that target. So definitely safety is never compromised. Our people are adhering to professional ethics. We ensure by constant monitoring, evaluation, examination that ethics, professional ethics are adhered to. And the equipment that we are using, I can say we are better than a number of African countries. I'm not claiming that we are the best in the world or the best in Africa, but for the level of traffic that we have and the requirement that is placed on us by International Civil Aviation Organization, we are adequately covered with equipment, communication, navigation, and surveillance equipment.
Air traffic control is a skill that has to be kept current by regular practice. This in itself may prove to be the largest stumbling block to the introduction of highly automated air traffic control systems.
We have landed at Mwalimu Julius Nyerere International Airport, ladies and gentlemen, and this has marked the end of our flight. We hope you've had a nice flight with us, and we are looking forward to fly again in the near future. For your safety and comfort, remain seated until the aircraft has come. The company stops it with signs switched off and doors open as well. And as you disembark, remember to take your hand luggage. Be careful when opening the well-being, so luggage could have shifted during the course of the flight.